Welcome back to the My Player Save. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic weekend. Welcome back to the ChesnoidPlays channel here on Monday. We kick off today with Ankaragucu away from home in the Turkish Super League. Before then, playing Craiova again in Europe. We started to actually get back into some form in the last episode. A 4-0 win, a 3-0 win against Craiova, who we play second. Then we bossed Gaziantep, but couldn't for the life of us score the goal. They then scored on a counter-attack. We ended up losing, but with Galatasaray at the end of the day today, might be quite difficult to get 3 points in every game that we play, but absolutely we'll give it a go. We've played Fenerbahce so far this season. We've played Besiktas so far this season, but Galatasaray are a team, as of yet, we haven't come up head-to-head with so far. But we're in great form personally as well, if I bring the spreadsheet up for you. 2 contributions in back-to-back games, a goal and an assist. We also, in the episode prior to that, picked up 2 goals against Besiktas, so you can tell here, we're in some really good form. So hoping to keep that going now with this next game against Ankaragucu, and fingers crossed, more points on the board. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of it. Football Manager stuff may well be with you by now, if not very, very soon. The F1 stuff continues, of course, as well, and so does that over on the main channel, Chesnoid Gaming. Come and join me on Twitch as well if you want to watch all of the, literally everything, recorded live too. It'd be great to have you over there. I'm going to go and play Ankaragucu away from home, and we're going to get 3 points. We'll go dribble success rate. Dribble success rate is comfortably done, and we'll be able to get ourselves that without really having to try to do so. Hopefully we won't have to try too hard to beat Ankaragucu here. They're one of the bottom 3 sides, I believe, in the division. Antalyaspor were definitively bottom last time we looked at the league table, but Ankaragucu had like 12 points, so they're not going to be much higher at all. We're challenging for European football for Adana Demirspor next season, but whether we're here or somewhere else by the time that end of season comes, we don't yet know. You guys obviously will have the chance to vote at the end of the year as to where we go. But at the moment, none of the other 3 clubs that are currently interested in me do I have the opportunity of earning a contract with. So we will have to play that certain or current situation by ear a little bit. That is not where that pass was supposed to be going. I need to be better than that. This Ekri picked off by Badu. Nicely done. Gravelon needs to get this forward quickly. There's a couple of people waiting for it, me included. Here's Yusuf into Akbaba, forward to Badu. I've beaten the man. I just need to get the angle for the shot, to get the angle away. And Kaya makes a good save. Perhaps it wasn't quite the right angle to go for that shot. I'm trying to put pressure on the defence, but not able to win it back. But we should... well... The headed interception was one thing. Holy moly. The next interception was even better, but so was that tackle. Wow. Because they're not even bothered about getting the ball into the offensive third and having a shot. They're just quite happy to sit with possession in the midfield and try and grind out a point. It's not how you get yourselves up the table, lads. But equally, they have been pretty solid at the back right now. I'm actually at risk of being subbed out here, and to be honest, given the way that, not necessarily the way that I've played, but just the way that the game has gone, I wouldn't be surprised if I do come off sooner rather than later. Yusuf is off, fought by Niang, so maybe that will heighten our offensive chances and encourage teammates to get the ball into the final third a bit more readily, a bit more accurately, and just concentrate the mind, knowing that there's more attacking talent in the front line now to try and go and get the dub. Niang is immediately involved, and we'll get that back there to Akbaba, and he's got Badu. Plenty of balls or options on offer, and he's not really used any of them very well at all. 15 minutes to go now. Badu at least recovers possession there. Still at risk of being subbed out here, and we're still at risk of continually losing games against teams we shouldn't. It's 0-0, but this is how it was against Gaziantep in the last episode, only we were having lots of chances but couldn't score. Now, neither side is having lots of chances, but we still might lose. Near post OP, keeper's let it through his grasp again. We genuinely might lose. If that made any sort of grammatical sense. Will potentially lose. I am getting substituted off. It's been that bad a game. 80 minutes played, a 5.7 rating, one shot. For us as a team, the only shot that the team have had. Stoppage time here, even though we've now won the ball back. That's going to be game. We're going to lose. After 3-0 and 4-0 wins, back-to-back 1-0 defeats against teams that are nowhere near our level. It's desperately disappointing. One shot each in the game. This may well be a slightly shorter episode as a result. I'm back to the subs bench now, but thankfully, as we mentioned previously, because of the shortness in gaps between games, I should be able to train and get myself back into the starting lineup. The issue might come here after Galatasaray. If I'm not in the starting lineup, we might get further away and end up on the subs bench for Trabzonspor, but I should be able to train and get myself back in the 11th for the next game, but I'm going to respond to the low match performance by committing to improving. I could really do with the rest of my team improving as well. I was the only one to have a shot in that game. Coach rang me to say he wanted to sit down. He certainly did. Is anyone else interested in me yet? No. Well, actually, I'm not as far down the manager favourite thing as I thought I was initially there. A little bit done by the graphics behind it. Meant I couldn't quite see where the cutoff was. Right, 2 might be enough. And we will need a third, but a third will be fine. We will start then against Craiova, a side that we scored against last time, a side that we assisted against last time, a side that we need to beat again. Score a goal, assist a goal. I'll go for the score. Although last time, as we say, against Craiova, we did both. So hopefully we can replicate that, get our own personal form back, get the team form back, and then go and take on Galatasaray and not feel like we might lose that by 4 or 5 goals to bloody nil. Because at the minute, not that confident of going head-to-head against Galatasaray right now, despite the fact that we played really well against Besiktas and were able to get a win against them. Nice tackle by Akbaba and into me. Tried to play it back to the man on the edge of the box rather than across the box. Then might have won it back. And Akbaba. Goal! Well, just as we were having some frustration on stream with Twitch servers bottoming out on me, I was showing a bit of frustration in game as well. Thankfully, through hard work, determination and not giving up, we kept everything alive. And we get the assist of the assist for the goal. It's 6-6-3-3 with the points tallies. So if we can beat Craiova here, we will go above them, I think, in the group on head-to-head. And then we just need to do something against Manchester United or Stana Liège to ensure that we potentially progress to the knockout stages of the Europa Conference League. It may be a short stay in Europe for our first attempt at this level, but it does present the opportunity at the moment, should we get 3 points here, of maybe making it to the knockout stage. I think he's offside there, Matrita. Karacic makes the save. He was onside, and it's just as well the keeper did make the stop. Not a full ground, as you can see. Plenty of red seats visible amongst the sea of light blue shirts. That's terrible from Akbaba. Bloody hell. Sissoko picked off well. Found this time. Have I got the support? There is a runner out wide. I'll lift it looking for him. We will find Yusuf. And here's Svensson. Yusuf again. Svensson's still there. Into the middle maybe. I'll call for the ball in the air. It has arrived. That was a headed shot. Yusuf into the middle. And there's a second. Zanelli at the back post wins the header. And we're 2-0 to the good. We will be 6 points at the end of the group stage. Oh, sorry, at the end of today's game in the group stage, surely now. Craiova just aren't it. And the corner nicely to Matrita. What a delivery. Volley, surely. No, taking it on himself. Lovely, brilliant goal from Craiova. They are back in it, and they've finally shown an increment of quality over the course of the 2 games against them. The cross is superb. I thought he was going to hit it first time, but the touch then takes it past the defender and slams it home. All right, maybe this isn't as one-sided or as straightforward a victory as we hoped that it would be when we went 2-0 up. Craiova starting to fight back a little bit. Raheem to me. Zanelli is down the line. Eventually makes some sort of movement. Finds Badu. Surely then. Surely Akbaba buries it. It is 3-1. We will get the result at least. The performance genuinely hasn't been there, but so long as the result is, then ultimately we can't complain too much. And Nisip Uysal, Sissoko, in nicely to Bayram. They're coming back at us here, Craiova. Isfan. Ooh, he's beaten his man brilliantly. And then fluffed the most important bit. Del Moral coming on now for our goal scorer, Akbaba. I'm on a 7.6. I haven't got a goal or an assist so far. Been involved in most of the moves that have led to goals, though. So I'm kind of either the assist of the assist or at least just part of the procession towards getting the goal. Hence the relatively decent. Nice. Oh, where do I go? It's just... I'm not agile. Not agile enough to be able to do that. Definitely involved in a lot of the play, which is why the rating is so high without the goal contribution to go with it. I don't think I'd get anything near an 8.5, though, without getting the goal or assist. And the only goal that's going in at the minute is their second with 2.5 minutes to go. It's not over yet. Zanelli really got anywhere to go. He's tried to get that back to me. I'll help it around the corner to a teammate. We might be able to get the opportunity for a goal before the end, or an assist perhaps, and Niang will turn on it and shoot and crash it home. I do get my assist through the gap, and Niang is too good to sit on the bench. I wish we were playing a two-striker formation, because we might be able to challenge for maybe something better than just P5 in the table. Devastating finish from the former AC Milan man. I do now get more than an 8.5. It's an 8.6 with the last action of the game. Well, that certainly had a hell of a lot more in it than the first game of the day, didn't it? That was absolutely superb. An assist for me, so I'll get my objective on my match rating. We will be in from the start against Galatasaray. After the disappointment of the first game, that is very pleasing indeed. To bounce back with that. I only got the match rating at the very death there with the assist, but certainly I think we deserved the 4 goals. Again, we didn't play that well, but when the chances came, we took them. Ultimately, I don't suppose I can really ask for much more than that. We are at home against Galatasaray next. A 3-point gap to Konyaspor, but a game in hand. So win this, very unlikely, but win this, and we will go back into the top 5. But Galatasaray are top of the table right now, and that is a very strong 4-way title fight. And who do we have in the first game of tomorrow's episode? Second place Trabzonspor. Lovely. And Manchester United. 1 shot on target is what we'll go for, I think, rather than the 55% possession. Because in a game like this, against a team as good as them, I don't think we're going to see much of the ball, are we, really? How good is Galatasaray's side? We're obviously 76 rated, and the rest are 76, 5, and very much below. They've got Dervishoglu up top. They're playing a similar formation to us. Wilf Zaha at centre forward. Then Aktogolu and Kikaldo. I apologise, I'm definitely butchering that. Demirbay in midfield. They've got 82 rated Nicolo Zaniolo on the right-hand side. Van Aanholt at left-back. Bardakci, Victor Nelson, Leo Dubois, and Gune Guvenge in goal. Who did they have on the bench there? Was that Sadiq? He's rapid, isn't he, Sadiq? Sadiq's supposed to be like... If it's the same Sadiq I'm thinking of, is Umar Sadiq? Yeah, he's bloody quick. They've also got Mateus Teta, Davinson Sanchez, Mauro Icardi, Lucas Torreira hasn't even made the 11, nor Sasha Bowie. Yeah, our team isn't good enough to challenge for the league title here in Adana. If we want to win any divisions in our time in this My Player, we will not be doing so at Adana Demirspor. We'll need to get a move elsewhere in Turkey, or, quite frankly, play somewhere else entirely in a different league. Zaniolo through the gap. Dervishoglu. 1-0 Galatasaray inside 5 minutes. 4 minutes 20 on the clock. And, well, Galatasaray are high. Top of the table. Yeah, in this country it tends to just be male and female football teams, doesn't it? Zaha 2-0 Galatasaray. Ball around the outside, played through the middle, and a simple finish slammed home at the near post. Gala showing that they are the better team. Van Aanholt inside, a first-time pass, and Bosch. Get the ball forward, get the ball forward, play it forward. There we go, inside, inside, inside. And from here, good save by Gounet. Maybe I could have taken it a pace or so further, but I didn't want to run the risk of getting tackled on the way and not having the shot. Try and get to the near post here so I can have the effort on goal and end up flicking it wide. But at least we had the chance. 2 efforts and neither ending up in the back of the net. He's trying to flick it back with his head. It's not the right technique there, is it? Oh, just cross it, mate. All you've got to do is cross it. First time shot, saved by the keeper. I can't call for a cross because if I do, he'll underhit it and I know for sure it won't reach me. So you have to just kind of wait and hope that they do all the time, knowing that 99% of the time they're going to turn back and try and play it backwards and then they'll work the ball inside and you can shoot the way that we actually ended up creating the chance. Daniel Violent, a Patreon player, may well be or seems to have already gone. Transfer confirmed to Leverkusen in this save. With the nature of player career mode and what menus and data you have access to, it's basically impossible for me to know where any of the Patreon players are in this particular save because I can't search for anyone in any of the menus, etc. We either find out about it from in-game commentary bits like that or just from generally coming up against them. Lovely delivery, but again, underhit when looking for the player when you call for a cross, which is almost always the case. So I'm going to take my frustration out by shooting personally from range. Told me to look for a pass to teammates, and we stay 2-0 down. All right, I'll look for a pass to a teammate then. And then he lost it. That's why I shot. That's why I shoot. I'm at risk of being subbed out, but I think I'm one of the best. I must be surely one of the best performing players in the team so far today. Says as he gets wiped out and no foul is given. I feel like I've done quite a bit of good interlinking play in this fixture so far, and I've been running around trying to get stuck in as well. It's just the nature of the opponent that nothing's really come from it. Zaniolo here, best player on the pitch. Zaha trying to prove otherwise. Dorican into Akbaba. Del Moral was into my path or in behind as that really needed to be. They kind of play those through balls that are seeming like they seem like through balls, but actually they're almost passes to feet. You want it played beyond to run onto it, and rarely do you get that. Maybe it's just because of the quality of player that I'm playing with, and when we get to a bigger club or are playing with higher rated players, they will play the better pass in situations like that. It might just be the nature of the situation we find ourselves in at the club we're at. Keeper can't hold on to that shot. Dervishoglu has a third for Galatasaray, and whilst it's not an embarrassing scoreline, it is still the scoreline you may well have expected to see, and I am now getting subbed off for Mbaye Niang in the 81st minute. Down now as it falls to the edge of the box. We're going to have a pop shot. It's gone wide, and it'll be a 3-0 defeat to Galatasaray. Not ideal, but we didn't expect anything from that fixture, to be fair, and we gave it a go. 6 shots, which is comparatively to them the same. We nearly edged possession, but it was very close. Pass accuracy is very similar. We played more passes than they did, so it was a very even game in every aspect other than the important one of the scoreline. I am dropped to the bench. Frustratingly, don't quite manage to keep myself in the starting lineup, which says to me, with the 2-week gap now to the next game to Trabzonspor, probably not going to be able to get myself back into the starting lineup unless we get very lucky that we don't quite drop that far. I should be able to get myself in the starting lineup from there, I think. With 3 heavy training drills, we should be able to ensure that we do start in the next episode. And with Manchester United on the horizon, we only got a substitute appearance against them last time. No, it is sub only. I'm going to have to make sure that I perform against Trabzonspor then, otherwise it will only be a substitute appearance against Manchester United yet again, and I very much would like to play the full 90, please. We sit 8th in the table now, but it's very close for those all challenging for that 5th spot. And then it's still the full-way fight at the top of the table. Gala actually unbeaten, all told, so far this season. I believe it's just a straight up regular league season here. Yeah, there's still quite a few games to play, actually. How many teams are there in the league? Is it 20? It is 20, so it's a full 38 game season here in Turkey. I wasn't sure if actually it was perhaps slightly less, but no. Full league system. Anyone else interested in me at this stage? That's not the tab you wanted, Ches, is it really? What, the agent one, recommended. No, still Napoli, Fulham and Atletico Madrid. I've done 2 of the 3 for Atleti. I've done 1 of the 3. No, actually, I haven't done 1 of the 3. I've only started in 40% of the matches so far. Done 1 of the 3 for Napoli. But at the minute, I'm not going to get to any of those 3. Nor do I really want to go to any of those 3 at this stage, to be completely honest. With the nature of our career journey so far, I think any of those 3... Well, maybe Fulham. Maybe Fulham. But even Fulham might be a step too far. I think maybe another European side of... maybe conference level, maybe slightly below conference level. We'll wait and see how things progress. But at the moment, nobody else is showing any interest. We have, though... No, we're not bad. Players on international duty, we're not going to get called up for international football. Svensson's called up by Norway. In terms of the squad hub, my own personal stats, 10 contributions in 19 games. 7 goals and 3 assists. 1 goal and 2 assists in the Conference League, actually. 6 goals and 1 assist in the Turkish division. Has me where in the goal scorer charts? 14th. Although only 1 goal away from 7th and 2 goals away from 5th. It's just that Gomez at the top. Oh, great. Gomez for Trabzonspor, 15 and 16. And who do we have next? Well, I'll try and do well against Trabzonspor, but it is going to be off the bench. And we are going to be 1-0 down as we enter the fray. Enis Bardi with the goal. That will be tomorrow, though. That's all from me for today. I shall save it here and see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, check all the other channels and every other video out, and I will see you next time.